All right, let's get to it. Let's find out who our player characters are today. As always, gonna mix these up.
So the founders bundle comes with Boxcar Willie and Attack of the Greys. So those will be available with that.
The Greys should be arriving early next week or next week sometime.
And just like Doug was saying, usually when the Black Site Studio guys are talking about waves of miniatures, that's some of their sci-fi and other kind of independent of Don't Look Back. Just stuff that they enjoy making in addition.
All right, got a couple dice here. Our first two victims. First, let's do 2 and 2.
Yes,
two victims.
Flawlessly. A bigger building, the one kind of down the bottom corner is the cabin that comes with the set.
Thanks for the follow, Jaded Paladin.
Woohoo! What a cool name, Jaded Paladin.
6 and 3, so 6. That's 5. That's 4. That's 3. And our next two.
Bye, Dark Tower. See you later.
Thanks for stopping by, man. 3 and 6. So we've already done 6. Wait, that was the exact same that we just did. We did 6 and 3 and 3 and 6. Okay. These dice are loaded.
Let's go.
2 and 3. So these two. So now we need a 1, a 4, or a 5.
And Jade Paladin, you might be late to the stream, but we were really just shooting the breeze there for a little while, looking at some of the minis that just came in, taking a look at the table and some of the terrain on there. Hanging
Seth
out a bit.
Didn't make it. Seth isn't in the game. It is Max the Abs, Ranger Sandy, Alice, and Denise. Max and the girls. Max and the girls this time.
Yeah.
Looking for their friend Pat. They've gone and got Ranger Sandy. She's
Thanks,
shown
Jade
back
Paladin.
up. Let's get our characters out.
Broadstead says, "No, Seth. Well, I'm out of here. Conspiracy."
No, Seth. Yep. Don't care anymore. Can you imagine if he became such a character? We're like, Seth didn't make it, and like half the viewers just left.
It's drop from when we got the 1. This is just you and I hanging out.
Just you and me.
So speaking of Seth, last night was the deadline for our complete the tail giveaway for a painted Seth. So I had a chance to start reading through those last night, and they were a lot of fun. Some of them really made me laugh. Some of them had some great twists and things in them, and we'll hopefully be able to, if the people who wrote them are comfortable with it, we'll post them all so that you can read through them all and enjoy them. They're great stories. And we'll let you know who's gonna be receiving a Seth at their front door on Friday.
Painted by Matt, which Matt also will be streaming here on Black Site, BSS Terrain, Twitch, sometime soon. Maybe within a week. Maybe within 2 weeks.
Just waiting for the last little bits of stuff to arrive.
Which potentially means more giveaways.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, this is on Facebook. Still on the Seth hate train? My man! That's what I'm talking about. That's
Uncle Sam says, "No, Seth is the true horror." Yes, Broadstone. Yeah, that was on Facebook. I guess that's probably what Connor was just talking about.
Yeah. We have a Facebook group for Don't Look Back. That's where that took place. I did not make a command, so if somebody wants to drop that in, you can. Ooh, we should do a weathered cabin. Make it all boarded up. Make it... We should do a contraband... Ben, are you are you in chat? Ben?
Confection. So fulfillment, these should be shipping on the 15th of this month. So founders and base sets should be going out on the 15th.
Now, the sales are coming in. And I think we'll be able to get the first like 2/3 out for sure, but they may be in the couple days after that too. So if you order now, it'll all go out within a week of the 15th, and we're going to try to get all of them. I'm going to be pulling some night shifts the next week or two to try to make sure it's all good and we have extras. Can make sequel versions of DLB terrain that are more weathered and damaged. Yes. And Ben could do that live on stream. He could dirty up Willie's Meat Shack.
Yeah, that would be fun. That's something that I'd like to eventually do too. When I was in Discord on Saturday, I got most of my cabin put together. And what I'd like to do once I can start streaming is practice some of that stuff that Ben had shared on Facebook, and I want to weather up a boxcar Willie cabin.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Doug built his cabin today. That is
Nice.
a benefit of being the guy who's cutting them, is you get yours first. So if anyone wants to come run machines for me and want to move to Lubbock, Texas, you could get it first. Let's set up here. Where is Pat? Here we go.
Not going to need as much help with the rules reading tonight. I'm down to my one teeny monitor while things are waiting for things to show up.
Setup table is a thick wooden with like a blah blah blah. So we've kind of done that, but we also kind of haven't. But whatever. Where is Pat's nice because the terrain is like pretty agnostic. You can really play Where is Pat on any sort of 3x3 board. Some of the others have like specific things that you would have to overlook, like the escape. You need to start in a cabin in table section A, which I could have done, but I set up this board and then said, wait, which scenario should we play? And I thought, Pat's always getting lost. He's probably lost.
And you could, with your own terrain too, I mean, you could always use the cabin and turn it into, a warehouse or an apartment building or whatever you want.
Just use it as whatever inside area is needed. Nothing wrong with using a little imagination.
See a boathouse.
A boathouse. Ooh, that would be cool.
It's a chainsaw shack down by the water. Asylum Hospital, yes. Creepy Mariner House, all these would be fun.
All right, randomly place 2 points of interest tokens, 8 inches from each of the center points of table B, C, and D. So that's 6 total, right?
Say that again.
2 point of interest tokens randomly from the center of the table in B, C, and D.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to use the old dice pointed method. B is up here. This is C down here. This is D. I'm going to start on D because it is close to me. 6 inches.
And if you guys notice on the top of the cabin down there, while he's putting these tokens out, there's actually cutouts so that you can
As I cover
fully
it up.
access the roof of the cabin. I see the screen delay for me. That's how much there is, where I can start talking about that before you even put the book on there.
Yeah. Matt struggles with a bit of screen delay. But
Yeah, a little bit.
okay, so first
Yes,
is
while asleep.
8 inches this
They
way.
do. And that's just to help orient rules and sort of setup and things. So A, B, C, and D. And honestly, we play top left, is A, and then B, and then bottom left is C, and then D. But you could make whichever, you can orient that obviously any way you want on the table. But just the way the camera is set up, that's how we use it on this. But you could have set this up and then said, oh, never mind. I want this to be A down here. Not a big deal.
Using the camera overhead, we try to match kind of what you would see in the book. And in the book, top left is always A. So, and A is always where the characters start. Almost always. This one's going this direction, 8 inches. So the first potential pat is down by the river. The second is right outside the outhouse. Third is going to be in these bushes. Fourth is going to be also in these bushes. And then we go over to table section B. And I'm just estimating the center based off of this line. just like somewhere around right here. It's randomly placed, so last one's by the tree.
And this is one of those moments too where as a stable rule you can roll randomly, but we've also play tested once we've set up a table. As long as you have 2 in B, C, and D, you could look at your terrain and say, oh, it'd be really cool if maybe Pat was here, and you could just put the 2 tokens where you want as well.
Yeah.
So it has a rule to guide it, but obviously if you have an awesome terrain spot, then just stick a token in there.
I'm tempted to house rule that instead of having 2 in the bushes, 1 is going to be in this closet.
I would do that. I think that's cool.
I think.
And we get some jump scares and things happening inside the house too.
The rule of cinema applies. If you guys were with us last time we played Where's Pat, we found Pat very early, and it was a easy victory. So we'll see how that goes this time. Random place 2 points of interest. 8. Oh wait, did the music stop?
It's neat that even with this random setup, you can see that the tokens end up by some cool things like down by the outhouse, down by the tent by the lake.
Down over here.
Yeah, Pat ran and hid in the closet.
1 in 200 chance. Moya, our in-house math adjuster, to place a fright token in the center of B, C, and D. Okay, so we have our reversible point of interest fright tokens. If you guys like that magic trick. Look at that. It's like, how is it 2 colors on one side?
Nice, Broadstone. Thanks.
I'm going to go ahead and remove the roofs until, or if they become relevant later, I'll put them back on.
The injury and terror tokens are also double-sided, so you can use them as either.
You have terror token, injury token, terror token, injury token. All right. So that's the setup. Let me make sure. Place a fright token in the center of table section B, C, and D. Randomly place 2 points of interest tokens, 8 inches from the center of points of the B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. All right, so these yellow points of interest tokens, it does. We got real lazy on scenario. Just kidding. It doesn't. It doesn't say that. These points of interest tokens represent potential places Pat was. Where you have to investigate it. And then we add 1. So if we successfully investigate it using our awareness, then we roll a d10. And that either gives us nothing, just rocks, or it could give us Pat, or it could give us pieces of Pat. It escalates as it goes.
Sometimes you find pieces of Pat.
Pat pieces. We should make a miniature Pat pieces, just like little pieces of people. Just like 5.
I think that would be amazing.
Just like 5 body parts. Ben, did you hear that? Write that down. First, you have to make a cabin, and then Pat pieces. Write that down. Find your way. Characters cannot start investigating tokens until turn 2. Oh, we need to turn our turn counter on. Turn counter. Where is it? Why can't my glasses see things? Nope, I need turn 1. Start. All right, turn 1. So on turn 2, we can start doing investigations, and we can add a supporting character in the center of table section A on turn 7. No lights on the table. In order to win, we must find Pat, and we need to find whatever condition Pat is in, and then 3 of the 4, right? Yeah, 3 of the 4 characters need to move off the table edges in table section A. And we are going to
Pat
roll.
Count as a character.
Right, so 3 of the 4 original ones. Pat is an object that must be discovered. Not that we like to objectify people, but rules of a game. Here we are. We aren't going to use a themed killer. We're going to roll for the killer whenever the killer shows up. And I think with that, we're good to go.
Ready to rock and roll.
I don't think Ben is in chat, so I'm going to message him that idea because I think it's awesome. Pieces of Pat mini sculpts.
I think that'd be cool. Some like specialty tokens.
Yeah. And then,
I'd be up for some Pat bits. Finding them strewn about.
these are my ideas.
I'm curious who's gonna. Let's see. Who's gonna survive? We have Max, we have Denise, we have Alice, and we have Ranger Sandy. She doesn't take crap from anyone.
And I think with that, we're ready to go. Not objectifying. Pat is literally just an object. My vote is Max doesn't make it. Like, okay. It's because Max is always swinging for the fences, you know? Aiming high. Okay, the Facebook page is pretty cool. Have you never been on Facebook?
You now
How
have
rare.
a book face. Congratulations, Broadstone.
All right. 26 viewers, turn 1, start in the game. Here we go. First thing you do is roll for the fright tokens. Fright phase, first phase of a turn. On turn 1, they go off on
A 10.
a 10.
Build that tension, Connor.
Oh, I'm gonna build the tension. Because that's what you told me to do. And that's how the game works. Here we go. Just stick this here to mark that page. Stick this here to mark that page. First roll. It is an 8, so they do not go off, which means.
Oops.
And there's no special
Adding roll to
rolls.
the
We
center
don't-
of the table.
Oh, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Center. Ooh, camp is spooky. And then the killer phase would go, but the killer has not spawned, so it is the character phase.
And if you're just watching this for the first time in the character phase, as the player or players, you get to decide the order that characters activate. So that way, if you want to use abilities in certain orders, then you can, in a certain order, you can go ahead and do that. So it can change each turn.
So I think I'm gonna try to move into the middle of the area and then spread out. Right? So I think everyone's just gonna move
Stick
forward.
together. Avoid
Max.
those jump scares.
Yeah, Max is gonna move 8, and the blade is 8, so he is moving 1 blade's width. Alice is also going to move 8, but then the additional 2, because she has that sort of movement.
Yeah, she's a 5 base.
Denise
So in this
is
game,
8.
your characters get 2 quick actions, or they can take a quick and a long action. And moving your base movement value in inches is a quick action. So you could use both of your quick actions to move twice, which is what he's doing right now.
All right.
Most
and
characters are 4, some are 5, and Seth is 3.
And that is turn 1, because that is the end of the character phase. I don't have to see if they trip, because no one has fear or anything. Let's get some spooky through the trees camera footage.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh, how cinematic. Oh, maybe over here.
Love the gable end of that, of the shotgun house. It's really cool.
All right, so can we get a turn plus? We've already done it. Doug, you're the best! Exclamation mark Doug in the chat. Hype him up. And rolling for fright.
Woo woo.
7.
So building tension on a 6+ this turn. The fright tokens will
So they
activate,
go off.
starting with the closest.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
So closest is going to be one right here in the middle. That is an 8. So it moves 6 inches towards the closest character.
Spookiness
you,
coming out
Alice.
of the underbrush.
Just noises, creaking, wind howling. 4.
At first, they think it's Pat. Pat, is that you? Is that you?
So this one's going to move like right into the corner of this building. 6. So this one's also moving. Everything is just creeping closer.
Only they had a flashlight, they'd be able to tell
5.
what it was that's right in front of them, coming out of the darkness.
All right. The killer is not conjured with that. Hope you're not too late. Aimless Guardian, we just started. We're on turn 2. You're never too late. Speaking of, no killer phase. So we are in character phase for turn 2.
Aimless Guardian, because a wizard is never late.
He arrives precisely when he means to. Thanks for coming, by the way. Even if you were late, that's okay. Is she within 4 inches? She is. Okay. So Alice will get a terror token upon activation. She is too close to that creepiness.
What is it? I don't know.
She's going to move 8 and then 2 inches. I think she's going to continue this direction. Max is going to move his 8. You guys can see I'm avoiding the jump scare of the snack shack.
Turn 2 is Seth dead yet? Seth didn't even show up. Seth's not about arts and crafts camp or camp in general.
Yeah, he's with Boy Scouts.
Dorothy.
All right, so that's all the character move. I guess I need to see if Alice trips on a 1. Nope, it's an 11. That's the end of turn 2. Turn up. We're on to turn 3. On turn 3.
5 plus.
5 plus. It is a 5, so they go off. First one's going to be Ranger Sandy. That is a 10.
Here it comes.
But
So we conjure the killer, and we're gonna do that randomly.
Hold on. I kind of want to use a luck point. No, because I may need the luck point later. Okay. All right, so that's a killer. Let's roll for the other ones in this phase. 9.
And actually, luck point cannot be used for the for that roll.
Okay, so this one is also. So the killer is most likely going to be enraged as well. Wait, we need to do this in order if it's going to be enraged. Okay, so let's roll for the killer.
Yeah, MO. See how it's going to move and stalk the characters, our future victims.
All right, rolling a d10 for the MO. It is a 5, so it is a lunge.
Ooh, awesome.
When the killer moves, it targets the character with the most terror points. And if it makes it in a base-to-base, it may make an immediate free attack using attack number 2.
That's brutal.
All right, so that's a lunge. Does he get an attack this turn?
He does not, because he didn't move with his MO. He was just conjured.
I see. So the next one was a killer. He can't be brought out, so I'm going to give him an enraged. And I'm using the support character token, using the back of it to show that he is enraged. Next
and we're
one.
going to need some traits.
5. So that's going to move close to here, 6 inches. It's going to be base to base. Oh, you're right, traits. Sorry. Thanks for the follow, Aimless Guardian.
Visage and traits. So we need to figure out what kind of killer it is.
I just wanted to get through all these tokens here. I'm just going to roll it. It's a 1. So that goes away.
Ooh.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to get through all this. Now, so his MO is lunge. His visage is 7. Disjointed. 8 wounds. When it moves, all characters within line of sight gain 1 terror point. Disjointed killers attack the character in base to base. With the most terrible, in the case of a tie, players may choose. Place a fright token in base to base with a targeted character, and then roll? Oh man. The unnatural crawl. Disjointed killers move 3 inches directly away from models in base to base. If there are no models in base to base, the disjointed killer moves 3 inches towards the closest character. Ooh,
He's
okay.
fun.
And then the 2 traits. Yeah, this is going to be rough.
Because you put the well on the table. There's that well right down there.
Yeah, it just came out. 6 and 8. 6 is Daywalker, can move through light tokens and engage characters in light tokens. And 8, at the start of the killer phase, heal the killer 1 injury. So lights are pointless. Thank goodness we don't have Seth. And it's also going to heal itself every killer phase. And that is the end of the fright phase. So now we are in the killer phase. Attack, Shudder Step. He's already in base to base with Sandy. But no. Because the only person with terror points is Alice Grace. So he's actually. So if I place him with his MO, right? Here we go. 6 inches away. So I do that and then roll a d10, right?
So he replaces the fright token,
Right.
and now he would move using his D10 and he'll head for Alice Grace.
Okay, so I rolled 4, so he's merely 5 to her. So out of nowhere, yep, he gets there. He just runs past everyone and gets to her. Which means
And they all just watched him move.
Which he does get a free attack number 2, right?
No, because that's just oh yeah, no, she does. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's 3 inches
Sorry, I'm
away.
watching what's happening and listening, and it's a little.
You're good.
It's
you're good.
disjointed.
If there are no models in base to base, it's drinking and moves 3 inches towards the closest character. So, does every time he move, they get a fear?
Yes.
So all 3 of these just got fear tokens.
Yes.
Watching this thing move around is horrifying.
Just went right past them. Everyone's terrified. And then it gets a free attack number 2, so it's going to move 3 inches back. And this is all during its MO. Which means that those people got even more terrified because it ran up to Alice, sniffed or something, and then ran back. And now the killer phase, gonna run back at Alice.
Yes.
Gets there. Attack number 1.
Yeah.
Oh wait, which means that
every.
everyone just got 3 more terror because it just son of a gun. In the case of a tie, they can place a fright token in base to base with a targeted character. Okay.
They need to bail. They need to split up now and run.
Yep. This is combat 14. Damage, 1 injury, and 1 terror point. He is enraged. It is a 10. So there's no critical, thank goodness. Alice takes 1 damage and 1 terror point.
Yeah, G-Man. Killer's running a 5K. Yep. And meanwhile, Seth is safely at home correcting someone on Blade Runner trivia on a forum. Yes. Well, actually,
it's never been conclusively proven that Decker was a replicant.
this is not canon.
Oh man, this is so not good. Okay, so it hits her, and then it does its 2, and then so once again, move 3 inches back. So everyone just took so much terror.
And you don't have Seth.
But it's a Daywalker. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, but they could still use it to remove.
Yeah, I'll just have to
Fright
knock
and-
and shout or something.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
All right, now we're in the character phase. This stuff went south really, really fast here. I think this is going to be the direct opposite of the last time we played Where is Pat? Which is fine. That's good, you know. It's, you know, gotta have the opposite at times.
I think they need to bail. They need to split up and head for tokens. Just get out of there.
Yeah. Okay. Alice is going to activate first. Is she within 4 of both of these? She is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to run this way.
She might want to use her phone, and she could possibly put a
Oh, Denise, you mean?
fight tokens.
Yeah, I think Denise is going to do that. So Denise is going to use Daddy's phone. On a roll of 9 and up, she can place a supporting character. It is a 9 on the dot. Place it within her board section. So I think just right here.
Yeah, Moya brings up a good point. After you move people, you can make sure that they're not looking at the disjointed killer, and they won't see her move.
Yeah.
It move.
Now the thing. Oh man. Malev rating with a
Malev
party
improved.
of 14. Oh, hit my
Thank
sign in my excitement. Malev, how's it going, man? How's everyone doing? Malev, what were you painting today? Are you on zombies? We have a sort of a semi-zombie that's wrecking us on turn 2 right now. Smoke bombs. We could use some smoke bombs to try to get away from this. Up, we're on turn 3.
Look at it.
Just turn to the killer. The thing is with its MO for lunge is that, or sorry.
It gets that attack with attack number 2. It's brutal.
Yeah, and if the disjointed killer's driven, yeah, okay. All right, here we go. I need to go to my supporting characters
Yeah,
tab.
G-Man, so you have a front arc and a rear arc. So just as you're moving, you can decide which way the character is facing at the end of the movement.
Yeah, it's 180 degrees.
The supporting character is not a new playable character while asleep. It's essentially a token that you can place that can distract the killer. It can remove fright tokens. It's just to represent supporting people, you know, not your main characters, but people who may show up. So it could be like a camp counselor or another ranger.
Malev
Or
with
a
the
hiker.
subscription. Thank you for the
Thanks,
subscription.
Malev.
All right, so supporting character page. That's all my
You
rules. Once placed, a supporting character never moves. When the killer is played, this is priority target now. At the start of the next fright phase, fright tokens within 6 inches are removed from the table, unless 1 fright token remains. Characters that start their turn within 4 inches may remove 1 terror point, so that's good. Okay, yeah. So she's going to do that as her first. These are staying here
Killers
until
are
the next fright
360.
phase. And then she's going to move 4 inches away. Malev, did you tell me what you were working on? Did you tell me what you were painting today?
No problem.
She's
It's a
gonna move-
secret. He's not telling you.
I know. Right over
Oh, but you
here.
It's zombies. Zombies.
But I got it right. It's zombies. We've got some new minis to paint now.
So Malev, I think I saw those on Instagram. Are they the old GW ones? The old fantasy zombies?
Next, he's going to activate Max. Actually, no.
So I used to play those, Malev, way back in the day when they first dropped as a new kit. And I have a box downstairs. I have 200 zombies in that box.
That's so many zombies, man.
Yeah, it was amazing. We used to be able to put them in an unlimited size of a unit. So I used to make either one. Yeah, I used to make one long line that would cross the deployment zone, and then just build the second rank on top of that.
So I'm going to activate Max. No, Sandy first. She gains a terror point, but because she's within a supporting character, she removes the terror point. So neutral terror, and then she's going to focus and shoot the killer. Her combat's 15, a focus brings her up to 18, and then I subtract the terror points, right?
Yep. Well, so she, what's her terror at right now?
Oh, it's at 4. Sorry, it's not over the fright value.
Yeah, so she's good. She's used to seeing some pretty wicked things.
It happened. It happened. She shot the killer and did 2 injuries. Boom, boom.
Nice. So Ben and Malev. So Malev, you don't actually own the kit.
I don't know why I'm waiting on him to respond. I think I'm just like really into Malev right now. Oh, I'm in before.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say I can send you and Ben some. Lots of extra bits.
Now Max is going to focus and swing the bat. So he's at a 10 with a focus is a 13. It is a 6. Boom. It hits. It also does 2 injuries to the killer.
Yeah, it gets them.
And knocks it 2 inches back. So it's
Swing away.
Let's just do this, I guess. Take him to like here.
So here's the thing: is you may not want to actually use the knockback because then, and Moya's saying it right now, because then she moves and everybody will gain a terror.
Who's it going to go after? I think it's going to
Person
attack.
with most terror.
It's going to attack Max anyways. So yeah, I'm going to leave that. You're right, Moya. You're right. Moya knows best. Moya, when are we going to get you to stream the game? That's the question. Okay. Alice moved.
Wallace numbers are
Denise
good.
called and moved. Oh wait, no, he's going to attack the supporting character. Very interesting. Okay, turn 4. So
Let's see what happens.
he may have just answered that. I was spaced out thinking about who had gone, but yeah, in most cases those are good. Turn 4, fright phase. So these would disappear. One of them would disappear. And then the last one would stay. I actually kind of want to do that. And then we'll roll to see if that last one goes off. 5, that goes off. And it is a 1, so it is removed, and then 1 is placed in B.
G-Man, I believe this one's 14. I don't have it open in front of me. They're usually 12 or 14.
Yeah.
Ooh, or maybe it's 12.
No, this one's 14, I think. All right, so that's the fright phase. Killer phase. Killer is targeting the supporting character.
Yes.
He is going to move. Oh, I should have turned and faced him away. Son of a gun. Max is over his fright value. Ranger Sandy is at, so they're going to need to chill out. Places a fright token in contact with its move 1, and then attacks. Combat 15. It is a 15. So my supporting character takes an injury and a fear, up to 3, and then they're gone.
Also took 1 from it moving in, so it's at 2 of the 3. Terror.
Son of a gun. And then character moves back 3 inches for its second ability.
See you later, supporting character.
Really should have turned Ranger and Max away. Did Max just die? No, but he's. Oh man.
Just go ahead and move him back. You can turn him around. You didn't go that far. That's a good strategy for this. It's not normally what you have to do.
I think they just turn in disgust.
Yeah, I mean that's really what it would be. They're just so horrified they literally can't even look at it.
He hits
Furry
him with the
Sasquatch
bat.
in the house.
Yeah. With the Seth memes, of course. All right.
Yeah.
So he moves, and his move back causes the supporting character to disappear. Now, no one has line of sight on my killer, so are they gone?
Yep, it's gonna go bloop.
And in place with its demo.
Yes.
It's going to be placed in front of Max, 6 inches. And then it's going to move right into contact with Max, which means they both get their terror. And then it gets a free attack too, so it moves back into the bushes. Dude, this killer is rough with lunge. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that bonus attack number 2 with it is awesome.
Which means they both, okay. All right, that's the end of the kill. Dude, this is getting so hard. Oh, right, yes, you're right. Moya corrected me on the rules. Thank you. So it killed the supporting character. So wait. There's a rule for this. I think the disjointed doesn't.
No, disjointed does.
When disjointed killers are driven off. Oh, driven off. So yeah. So
This is he's not driven off. He's just leaving to go savor his deliciousness
of the supporting character.
Yeah.
I feel like it was the one camper who overslept, walked out and was just like, "What's going on?" And this killer was wrapping its spaghetti arms all around it.
Bye, Bridestone. Have a good night.
Yeah, I mean. Seth with his cameo.
Seth with his cameo is the supporting character.
Why is everyone making so much noise at this point in the night? That's Seth dying. That is a noise I like to think of. All right, okay. So we have a turn to figure things out. I'm gonna see if I can find Pat. I'm gonna see if I can get lucky here.
That's what Seth is always saying.
First move is 5. That brings me within 2. Gonna make an awareness check. Her fright value is at 4, and she has 4. So
So she's okay.
Okay. Her awareness is 12. It is a 10. Goes off. And let's find out what is outside of this outhouse. Can you imagine if I rolled again? Can you
That's
even
it, Doug.
imagine?
Seth's life is nothing but wishes, hopes, and dreams.
Got my pat table. Here we go. It is a 5. Roll on the item table.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't
What do you
pieces of
find?
pat. All right. So let's see. I'm outside, so I add something to it, right?
Well, you're just rolling. Yes. So you're going to roll.
Is it +2?
It's +3
Okay.
when you're outside. To see which table you're gonna roll on.
Okay. So I rolled a 8 + 3, so it's a supplies, and I found an old washcloth. I found a dirty rag outside. A dirty rag outside of the outhouse. And Alice says, "This might be useful." No way, this is an issue.
This is not as clean as I thought it was.
shoves it in the megaphone. That's oh man.
It's actually not terrible with this killer, though. Make fun of the old washcloth as much as you want, but
Better. It might be a sock. It may be an old dirty sock. Like, you don't know. It's just a piece of dirty cloth outside of an outhouse in a campground.
That's why Seth isn't here.
Oh man.
So Seth couldn't make it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Moving on from that monstrosity of a turn. It wasn't Pat, so that's unfortunate. Is everyone within 4 here? Everyone is within 4, so I'm just going to go ahead and give everyone their overwhelming terror points. And we need to, I think everyone's just going to take a deep breath for their first. Max and Denise are going to move 4 inches here. Or sorry, Max and Ranger Sandy. Got to roll on the jump scare table, see if anything's coming out of the snack shack. First is a 1. What's coming out of the snack shack? What's coming out of the snack shack? It's the killer. No, I'm using the luck point for Max there. It's a 7. The character gains 1 terror point. That's almost as bad. And then Sandy is a 2. The character makes an awareness test. 12. Her awareness is 12, so she's fine. Okay. The killer almost came out of the snack shack, guys. But I'm not letting that happen. Oh man, okay. Denise is gonna go up.
Oh man, I lost my...
Lost what?
Lost my Seth emote.
Oh, wrong die. Denise is getting a jump scare. It is a 6. Place the closest friendly character within 8 inches, which is no one. She gains a terror point instead. Everyone is terrified at the events of last turn.
Moy is saying whoever has the most terror should bang and shout. Get that light token going in contact with the door on one of the buildings.
Right, I should do that, but I didn't. And if I didn't do that, my characters are gonna die anyways. I have to do it next turn. I have to survive 1 more turn. And then see. Okay. That is the end of turn 5. Turn plus. Whatever the next turn is. Oh, Doug, you were so close. Turn 5. Fright tokens. Here we go. It is a 5, so they go off.
Yep.
First one is a 3. So it removes. Oh, it would have flipped all the light tokens anyways. Oh wait, no, that's this one. That one gets removed. Next one is a 5. It moves 6 inches. So that's going to be base to base. And the last one is a 1. So it gets removed. Oh, and then it would have flipped the light token. Again, okay. Killer phase. Killer's coming back now. Right?
Here it goes. Yep.
Max has the most. Killer's coming out of the cabin. Killer is moving right into contact. Ranger Sandy and Max both gain a terror point. This, I don't know if we can win this one. I really don't.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to put a fright token in base, make an attack for 15. He's over his fright value, right? So
it's going to be -2 for each one over.
Okay, so he criticals.
Nice.
How much damage is that? Is that double the damage and the frights?
Yeah, so it's the fright and the injuries are the damage. So he's going to take 2 injuries and 2 fright.
Okay, I think Max is just straight up dead. And then he's going to move back 3 inches. saying he's going to gain another one, and that is the killer phase. Oh man. He did call it Moya, and I should have listened, but he was going to die anyways. Character phase. I'm not even going to worry about what's going on over here right now.
Nope. Everything's fine.
Gonna have Denise double move there. Let's see if she trips. Sorry, that was Alice. She does not trip.
Dead Max, killer leaves.
Can I make a desperate attempt to investigate this?
Yes, if you did 2 moves.
I did. So
So you're
her
gonna be minus.
her awareness is 12, so I'd have to roll a 2.
Still do it.
I could give
So
a
give it a
free
shot.
encourage to get a 5. Yeah, what's up, adding? I can encourage myself, right?
Oh, is
Yes.
that the end of your second move?
Yeah.
And is that, I'm sorry, is that Alice? I can't tell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, you can free encourage yourself. Yes.
Okay. So on a 5 or under, she successfully investigates.
Yeah,
It is a
Alice.
5. It is a, look at
See?
that. Look at that 5.
She's a champion.
Come over here, Alice. You can get the spotlight for a bit.
So we've already investigated, what, 1 token?
Yeah, we've done 1.
So you're gonna add 1 to this die roll for to see what condition you find Pat in.
Let me pull up the chart just so I can know. Here we go. 4 plus 1. She gets another item on the table. I'm gonna use a luck point. I'm gonna use her
Washcloth
luck.
number 2 and Seth's other sock down
I'm
here
gonna-
by the tent.
I'm gonna use her luck point. I really need to find Pat soon. Nope, I don't even get an item now. Now it's just old rocks and insects. Next, okay. Should have stuck with the old sock, because at least that... She doesn't get the spotlight anymore. She has lost
You
spotlight
can throw that. You can
privileges.
throw that thing as the base ranged attack. You throw an object. It's like a boomerang.
It's an old boomerang. It's only like half of the boomerang.
It's
So,
well,
it's
Seth's
just-
sock. It's
Gross.
this scenario should be called Laundry Day. Oh my! Oh, it's too good.
Hey. All right, now I have to face the music over here. All right, there.
Oh my furry! It's too much.
I need to check my supporting character roles. I can use the phone again, and potentially.
Yeah, Doug. Killer's gonna hang them out to dry. That is truth.
Wait, supporting characters back here. Uh-oh. Supporting characters. Fright tokens within 6. Characters within 4. Where is my center point? Okay, yeah. Okay, so Denise is going to go first. She's going to activate, gain a terror point. She is now over her fright value by 2. He hasn't killed Max yet. Max will die of fright on the next fright phase when you check for fright. So Max has one turn.
He's gonna hang on through this turn.
Yeah, Max has 1 turn to do something. On a roll of 9+, Daddy's phone. Come on. It's an 11. Okay, we're in this. I'm placing this as far into this quadrant as I can. This is whoever just got murdered just suddenly rolled over and started making more noises, just gurgling. Killer's all upset that he didn't kill him the first time. Okay, so this token's going to disappear in the next fright phase. They're within 4, I think. Oh, knife in the board. They're both within
Oh.
4, so they both can remove a terror point. Gotta finish off Denise's turn. Denise is gonna move 2 inches over this fence. Rough terrain. Roll a jump scare.
Oh man.
It's a 3. It's a 3, which means flip all white tokens. Okay, don't need to worry about that. Now it's
Phew.
Max and Ranger Sandy. Okay, what are all my terror removing options? They both
So
are
you
activating.
could
So
bang and shout. You
yeah,
could take a
this-
deep breath.
this negates that. So I think Ranger Sandy is going to bang and shout.
Help! Help!
And don't add a terror point because the supporting character negates it, basically.
Moya, I don't have it right in front of me.
Isn't Daddy's phone a free action? No, it's a quick action.
All right, Add-in Gaming.
Oh,
First, thank
sweet,
you
man.
for purchasing a game, and also congratulations on getting your refund.
Was that
Because
was
that can
that
be a
a,
real pain.
is that a COVID refund? We currently are in litigation with some flights that were planned. It's American, and they're being like somewhat cooperative, but not actually cooperative. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
I don't know if I agree with you now, Doug.
You guys can have a honeymoon at Camp Northwood.
What a way to sell your wife. The new wife, the new honeymoon. Hey, well, you know, sort of maybe instead of a Hawaiian honeymoon, how about would you like to find some dirty socks with me? Sounds like
This
such a
is turning
terrible
into, this is
euphemism.
going to date me, but the old show, Salute Your Shorts on Nickelodeon. That's what this is turning into.
Me and my wife dirtied up some socks, if you know what I mean. Seth socks are
Seth
forever.
songs are forever. Gross. Yeah, donkey lips. Yes. Moya. Yes, you just made my day. Oh. Ooh.
Yeah, Ben's right, man. 100%. We'll toss you a honeymoon gift.
Oh, that's awesome, guys. That's so nice.
It'll be one of my dirty socks, so don't get too excited. It'll be the sock I'm wearing right now.
Yes. Oh, all the people my age are making me feel so good.
Okay. All right. She knocked and shouted. That's just like a free... Oh, wait. It's an awareness test. All right. An awareness test. She is 1 over her fright value. So it's -2 to the awareness.
-2. Yep, -2.
It's a 10. She needed a 10. So, boom. White token. She can't help with his terror, correct?
Who can't?
Ranger Sandy. She can't take away his terror.
No. Deep breath is the only one that'll take tear away. Let me look at that as injuries only.
Character may remove an additional terror. So he can take a deep breath here, and he'll remove 2 terror, which does bring him under the limit.
Yep, and as soon as you move in fully into the light, you also remove a terror.
Okay. So I'm gonna have him move a little bit closer. Actually, I have him move back over here. Move another terror. All right. He's alive.
And Doug's also saying, "Turn him around! Don't look! Don't look!"
Yep. Don't look back, Max. Don't look back, please.
See, there it is. Don't look back. Whatever you do.
So now she can enter and remove a terror. And also turn around.
Doug, literally the title, and he's staring at it.
It's the one rule, Max. It's the one rule, man.
This is why he always dies.
All right, okay.
Hi,
think
Theo.
That's everyone.
Or the other, I think it's the other Spencer, and I'm only reading the first part of it.
It's
the
100%.
other Spencer.
It's
I'm
100%
totally
the other
calling you
Spencer.
Theo. But the other Spencer. Have
I
a
was
good
wondering
night.
who this Theo was. I thought maybe you knew him. What if his name is Theo and he's like very good at making names?
I don't know. That'd be great.
That would be good.
The other Spencer. So Spencer, the other one. Have a good night.
All right, okay. That's the end of the character turn for all the characters. Turn plus, please. Just turn 7? No, turn 6.
Or
okay.
Theo the Spencer. But we just have to ignore their Theo their Spencer. The R Spencer. Theo the R Spencer.
All
He
right.
gets a bonus points, boy. Thanks for trying to help me out.
It's a family name. First fright token. Oh, at the beginning of the fright phase, this disappears. First fright
It's
token.
it's an early 1800s Ellis Island mistake.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Trees everywhere. Was that the only fright token? Yes. It's actually really nice having a top-down view of a game board like this. Like when you're playing.
It is. It's windy. It's just a little windy at camp today.
Just a sudden gust. Killer phase now. He's going after Max still. 2 and 6, so he gets there. First attack, he places a fright token. Oh wait, no, he's going after the supporting character. What am I saying? What did Moya correct
Job,
me there?
Moya.
Moya corrected me. Classic. All right, so he only moves 2 inches. We assume the supporting character can see. Does not get there with his first attack. So, check the charts. This may be it. This may be the clutch plays that we needed.
Just imagine if you had a Seth.
Well, thanks for the follow, the first Belmont. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for clicking that button.
Let's see if I can make a name for you too, only using bits and pieces of your actual name.
So I can't make the first attack, so I just go to the second attack, right? That's what I'm reading, yeah. Just want to make
Read
sure.
it again. Sorry, there's like a
so
pseudo work emergency going on.
Oh. How much of an emergency?
No, just
All right. Shut
It's all
up, Seb. In the case of it, so he's targeting. Did not get there. Place a fright token in base to base with the targeted character, combat 14, damage 1, injury 1, terror point. But I didn't get there, so I can't use it. So I just go straight to number
correct.
2.
yes, correct.
Yeah, and then it moves 3 inches directly away, but there's no model, so it moves 3 inches directly towards. Which I
closest
think
character
is
then.
going to be like, wait, the closest? Oh, yes, the closest, not its target. Just base to base with, let's say Ranger Sandy.
And it's a daywalker, so it can actually go in the light.
Yeah, it doesn't care about the light. And that's the end of the character phase. Okay, all right, we're back in it. We're back in it, boys. Here we go. First off, Denise is going to... Yep, she's within 2. She is going... What's her awareness at? Her awareness 13. She's going to take a deep breath, remove a terror point, and then 13 or under to investigate that POI. It's a 19. I'm going to use her luck. It is a 6. Boom. Goes off. Now, let us see what she has found in these woods. Went right past the page.
And you're adding 2?
I've searched... Should maybe keep that. I searched that one and this one. Yeah, so I've searched 2. 7, 8, 9. You find Pat alive. Boom. Pat.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Pat was right here, guys. She was hiding in the woods. So, as we said before, Pat is an object. Pat is not a person and does not have to make it off the table. Denise, right?
Yes.
Denise is clutch. The 2 daddies phone. Now we just have to get at least 3 characters off the table over here, which actually may
Good
not
luck
be
with
that easy. Okay. We have found Pat. That is Denise's turn. She yells, Pat! And everyone hears and they just somehow know. Gonna move 10 inches here. Roll for my jump scare. It's a 7. Guys, Ben got all of the books delivered to Dallas. He's bringing them up later this week, and I can't wait to use an actual rule book instead of the proof.
Instead of gaffer tape book?
Instead of gaffed book. I rolled a 7. Character gains 1 terror point. It's not that bad. I turned her away so she's not looking. She's avoiding the gaze. Here we go. Nah, it's fine. I'm fine waiting. This book's fine. This book's perfectly good. The only difference is like the quality is so much better. Honestly, for something that I'm like doing this with on stream, probably better not to use the real one. Ranger Sandy's in base to base. Ranger Sandy's going to stumble back 2 inches. Make an awareness test.
Using that book like an old sock.
Passes the awareness test. And then she's going to fire, man. She's gonna shoot again. I think I can win here. 5, it goes off. Boom. Plugs him with the old 45. Killer's at 6 injuries now, by the way.
But have you been keeping track of Supernatural?
No, I haven't. Oh, did I?
Each time it activates, it's healing a wound, healing an injury.
The killer came on turn 2. Did I shoot it the first turn it activated? Chat, do you guys remember?
Oh my. Supernatural!
Did I attack it in turn 2? Yeah, Doug says yes. Okay, so that means on turn 3, 4, 5, and 6. 4 wounds. So it healed.
She's basically doing half damage.
It healed all of the wounds that I did earlier in the game. I cannot win here. I cannot win. That is...
We rolled up the most brutal killer.
I forgot. Okay, if it has no wounds, I'm just getting out of there, man. Because on turn 7, I get another supporting character. Okay, so there's that move.
Telephone starts ringing again.
Max is going to take a deep breath, remove 2 terror points, and then move again. Oh wait, no, I can't, because that light flipped. So he's just going to take a double move. Forgot to flip the light.
It's all downhill now.
This is just a race to the edge of the table. See if either of them trip. Ranger Sandy trips.
Know that he's dealt with similar situation as Dark Shadows fan fiction.
Hey, is a trip under my current fright or equal to?
Yes, equal to or under.
Goon with the resub.
Woo, woo. Thanks,
man.
Goon.
Thanks for stopping by. So they both tripped on their way away.
Of course they did.
Oh man, Goon, do you watch
Ranger Danger.
Dr. What's his name? Dr. Haru? Haru? He's a mechanical keyboard guy. Let me know if you watch him. I've been watching him lately. It's pretty cool. Should check him out. He's a pretty chill guy. Okay, they moved. Alice has moved. They did both gain and terror because they started within 4 inches of that. I didn't mark that. Gosh, this is like so bad. Dr. I think it's H-U-R-U or H-U-R-A. I can tell you real quick. Guys, if you like have any interest in mechanical keyboards, there is a crazy cool mechanical keyboard community on Twitch.
I think you should build a keyboard where the keycaps are all the heads of the characters from this.
Just beheaded. Yeah, Dr. Huru.
All Seth heads.
Pretty cool
It's
guy.
just a keyboard of Seth heads.
Be so uncomfortable to type on. Unless they're resin. If they're like epoxy filled, that'd be sick. Now that I've said that, I really want some epoxy filled. Don't look back keycaps. Okay, focusing up. Here we go. Gotta get out of this hellhole of Camp Northwood. She's gonna take.
But it's the arts and crafts cabin.
She's gonna move there, avoid eye contact with this terrible creature.
I'm not
18
looking.
does
I'm
not trip.
looking.
That is the end of the character phase. Oh, jump scare for her. 4. Flip all white tokens. That doesn't do too much, except it means it's just going to be flipped again, unfortunately. Turn 7. Is it at the end of turn 7? Where does it say? On turn 7, center of table section A, supporting character. All right,
Somebody
I think
comes out of the tree line.
coming up. What's
you
trouble is
find
going
that?
on?
Why are you laying on the ground?
I think this is it, man. I think I can win with 2 supporting characters. Fright token. There's only 1 on the board. Uh-oh. It disappears. He becomes enraged. We'll use that to mark this to mark enraged. Oh wait, no. Yes. Those 2 were just placed because there's no more on the board. It is now killer time. Killer is going to move into contact with the supporting character. Supporting character is going to gain that and that. Fright token for ability 1. Knocking over trees. It's an 11. The attack goes off. That supporting character is dead. And now he's going to move his second ability 3 inches towards the closest character. That's 4. So this way. Don't look back, Denise. Don't look back.
Don't do it.
That is the end of the killer phase, which means this flips. He's no longer enraged because he attacked. And we are into character phase. Gonna go over here. Alice is just gonna... She's just gonna nope on right out of here. Move her full 10. Runs past Denise. 14. Doesn't trip. Both Max and Ranger Sandy are gonna stand up and then move 4. And Denise is going to move 8. See if she trips. Nope, does not trip. That is the end of turn 7. Turn 8, please. Fright
Can
tokens.
we do it?
First one is a 9. He is enraged. Second one is a 2. It disappears. Third one is also a 2, which means they don't actually disappear. Killer is now targeting... Oh, thanks for the follow, big 6s. 6Z, whichever you prefer. Killer is moving 3 inches towards that character. Uh-oh. Alice was looking that direction, but she's not looking that direction enough.
Don't look back. Maybe just a little. No, don't do it.
Yep. And now she's gonna... Oh, yeah. So he's gonna move another 3. This guy's just sprinting. Alice is gonna see a creature cartwheeling around the right side of her vision. Gain another terror point. She's at 6 out of 8. That's the end of the character phase. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're just straight lining for the board section. Double movement. Does he trip?
Yeah, Alice. So added Alice. Grace is she's the cheerleader.
There. Ranger Sandy trip. Nope. Denise. Denise can't quite get there.
Oh, is he saying the killer was cartwheeling?
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I imagined this disjointed killer. 5, Denise does not trip. And Alice also cannot quite get there. Okay, I think I've won. Because he's going to target the killer next turn. Does not trip. Turn plus, please.
Ooh, here we go.
Fright tokens. Roll for the 1 in here. It is an enraged. Just still enraged. Next one. Move 6 inches towards closest characters. Killer is going to move 8 inches towards the supporting character, which gets there. Place a fright token. And attack on a 15. It's a 2. It's a critical. That character is just immediately dead.
Rough.
And then he moves 3 inches towards the nearest character. Character phrase. Boom. Right there. Right there. And that is a victory.
So they're chased out of Camp Northwood by whatever it was that crawled out of the well. Whew. Man.
Dude, that disjointed killer. That is rough.
Rough. Rough always. Extra rough with lunge.
That was not fun. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but that was very stressful the whole time. All right, so we won Pat. We're all very terrified, very tenuously won.
Yeah, can we take a look at the character cards? Can we see what everybody's at?
Mm-hmm.
I like to do this part. I like to see what the token collection looks like.
Oh yeah, we can do that. So here's the token collection. Get this back over here. So Denise actually got out pretty okay there.
Of course she did.
Great. Grace she's all right. She's pretty terrified. She's over her fright
Have a great
value.
night, G-Man. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Grace, she's doing
Good,
okay.
Doug.
Ranger Sandy was very terrified and very close to succumbing to the fear. And then Max was over his fear value 2 rounds in a row, but we managed to get it down before the fright phase occurred. Injuries really weren't that bad. This disjointed killer.
This killer doesn't really do a lot of injuries.
No. And in fact, I think without the supporting characters, I don't think I would have won that.
No, it was nice when he had the double up in there too.
Without Moya telling me every time I was doing something wrong. I don't think
Yeah,
I
so
would
this
have
is a
won
big
that.
one where player facing is a big deal.
Yes, it is. And I'm so honestly just still not used to that concept because most games I play don't have it in there.
Yeah, it's not always a huge factor other than seeing if the killer is going to disappear.